98.7 WMMS.
Cleveland. Call the Alan Cox Show.
Pay attention to notice the reverse of everything that is normal becoming abnormal.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
This thing's a friggin' banger, man. Oof. Man, I can listen to this on a loop. You kidding me?
Ugh.
No, what?
Not my favorite.
There's a lot.
Gautier
It's a
and,
little
and
messy.
Rick Astley, you
Yeah.
think so? I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
I think
goddamn fantastic.
There's a lot going on there.
It didn't quite mesh.
I thought it was very well done. Maybe it sounded better coming out of a band show.
You're a clamshell.
Clamshell. Mary's like a puddle over there in the chair. She's
So
like,
tired.
I'm
dude.
so tired from
I'm
auditioning for
dying.
Survivor
I was up at 8:30.
to a Channel 19 cameraman.
I was up at 8:30 yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go to bed till like after 1. And then I was up at friggin'
Whose fault
6
is
o'clock
that?
Oh my
today.
God. You got up 2 days in a row before noon?
Before
Wow.
9.
Before 9. Twice in a row before 9. What time will you have to get up tomorrow morning?
1:45
PM.
to get here.
Yeah. Well, then you'll be all caught up. Just in
hope
time
so.
for our Taylor Swift contest, which will start around 3:30 tomorrow afternoon.
That's exciting.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
All right, so run through the details one more time.
I'm going to wake up at noon.
Shut up,
No.
Mary. We hate hearing what you have to wake up to.
Guys who want to dress up as Taylor Swift and perform a little bit can come to the window and do it. And my 7-year-old will be here to judge, and she will choose the winner.
And then you win Taylor Swift tickets.
You have 2 tickets for Taylor Swift.
in Pittsburgh.
Probably the worst seats in the house, but you'll be there because it's a sold-out tour and show and the whole bit. So we will put you at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. The show is Saturday night.
And you don't have to keep the tickets.
No. Once they're yours, you can do whatever you want to with them.
Set them on fire in front of everybody else.
Ooh.
You wanna-
I
you
don't
wanna
think
start
for
a
paper
riot?
tickets.
Oh,
Set your phone on fire.
smash your phone on the ground.
So, yeah, there are people already lining up to buy like Taylor Swift merch in anticipation of the show. It is a 6:30 show, by the way. It is. She's playing there tomorrow night. We'll send you to the Saturday show, so it's 2 nights in Pittsburgh. And it's funny because pop artists like this, it's very different. You know, we had those conversations about wearing the shirt of the band you're going to see. It's not very rock and roll, but for pop artists that are that massive, Taylor Swift, like thousands of people line up to buy the merch so they can wear the shirt at the show so Taylor can look out and see a nation of people wearing her face on it's like when I took my older daughter to Billie Eilish. The lines for the merch were just bananas because everybody wanted to wear some Billie Eilish stuff before the show started. And you're paying, $130 for a hoodie and things like that. I mean, it's just, the merch is crazy. But that's kind of baked in. Like if you know how those artists kind of work, you're going to be paying those kind of. It's why they have such a broad range of merch. They're like, okay, you don't want to pay $130 for a hoodie? Understood. How about $50 for a keychain? How about a koozie for a beverage that you're too young to drink still? How about that?
What is the etiquette for someone who goes to a comedy show? Do you wear the comic shirt there, or do you just buy one before you leave?
There's definitely people that have worn my merch to shows before, but it's
I wore your merch to your special taping.
yeah. There you go.
I wore your shirt on stage.
Yeah. So there's that, especially for like a guy like a bigger comic too. There's plenty of people that will wear,
Like a Matt Rife?
Yeah. Matt Rife is you don't wear a shirt. That's what you do.
Yeah, everyone just walks
Everyone's
in
topless.
shirtless.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I'll go now.
Well, Matt Rife's a little different because that's all girls that think they're gonna bang Matt Rife, so they want to look hot. So
He's
they
a
get all
straight dude?
dressed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he?
That's got to be annoying because he's
Yeah, I'm sure he's super annoyed with his sold out tour and millions of fans.
Yeah, but he gets heckled by people who hate him,
And then he
heckled-
makes videos. He's not getting heckled by people. They're not at the shows.
the chicks are like, "Oh my god, you're so hot." You're like, "Well, you shut up. Let me finish the set." Can't even get through.
Except
doing
that
just
everything
fine.
he posts gets 15 million views.
Yeah, he's doing. I don't think he's annoyed.
Oh, he's from Columbus?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from like a real
I mean,
small town.
honestly,
Cyclone.
before you guys mentioned this dude, I had never heard of him before, so I'm clearly out of that loop if he's that popular. But
He's got, yeah.
He
he's
just got hot.
Millions
Everyone's
and
going to see him.
millions of followers.
Yeah, everyone's going to see him because they want to see his abs in person. Yeah, he's funny, but there's a lot.
does he have
of
a
funny
shirt off a
people.
lot?
No.
No,
not on
just on
stage.
Instagram.
Just like on his tour poster, but he's out there doing it. Good for him.
Oh, he was Brandon on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, I guess I've seen him on that then.
He had to come up because he was on like Wild 'N Out.
Who was Brandon?
Brandon Bliss on Brooklyn
I
Nine-Nine.
watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I can't remember what character
It was
that
him and remember the Tattler?
I don't
They
know,
go to,
that's
when
what-
they go to their 20-year high school reunion.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Brandon Bliss.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Cody? He got hot because of Wild 'N Out?
Well, he was on Wild 'N Out and he didn't look the same. He has had work done. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not
Work done. He's
surgeon.
27.
He's
and
had
a
work done.
dude.
He's got his teeth fixed. He got his chin done.
Well, that's not work done when you fix your teeth. I mean, Mary did that. I don't tell people she had work done.
I do.
Yeah, but it's you tell people I had work done.
He does. Any chance he gets. Hey, is Mary here? Bill goes, nope, she's having work done.
You'd be like, what?
He's got like
She's trying to get on Survivor.
She's still 20 pounds away. What are you talking about? She had work
20?
right. Hey.
No, I'm asking that. I didn't realize that. You're
No, I mean, I'm like
going to be
one-
shopping at Torrid next thing you know, Mary.
I know. I'm like 140-ish right now, 145.
All right.
So I could stand to lose 20 pounds. But you know what I'm going to do, Alan? Wait
Well, we
to
all
see
could.
if I get a call back.
Yep.
And then if I don't, I'm getting fatter.
You know, Survivor doesn't have weight classes, right? Just
You don't know
FYI.
what they have.
It's not like wrestling in high school.
Survivor Stairs Edition.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of stairs.
So I left my
Survivor, huffing and puffing.
I took my backpack with me on the ferry, but I took my laptop and my headphones out so I could put my packed lunch in. I brought a little turkey sandwich and an apple because I knew I was going to be gone all day, right? So I get into work and I have to go back up 3 flights of stairs to get my headphones. And when I got to the top of those stairs, I swear I was breathing so heavy. I was
Really?
Like, I
3
was like-
flights?
I was like, there's no way I'm going to make it on Survivor. Like, I couldn't walk up the stairs to get my headphones.
No, but you could, if you knew you were going to be on Survivor,
Yeah,
you
you'd
could
have-
train for that.
And you have 8 months
Right.
or 6 months. Like, it's not like they call you and they're like, hey, you're in tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if I were to get a call back, I should start working out either way. It shouldn't be contingent on the show, but whatever, dude. I'm just going to keep getting fat. You know?
Yeah.
You know, Alan?
Matt Rife was dating Kate Beckinsale.
Yep.
Wow.
What?
She likes him young, doesn't
She
she?
does. She does.
Oh, good for her. Because she had that Pete Davidson thing. And hey, Al Pacino is a new dad. Al Pacino's girlfriend had that kid.
But
Didn't
did they confirm the paternity?
They
'Cause I thought
did.
he
It's
was-
him.
okay.
Yeah, it's
his.
him.
He's like,
He's 83. She's 29. Yeah, well, he demanded it. He's like, I didn't think I was still making mayo. And she's like, yeah, we can do it. I got nothing to hide. You left it in.
he was try to get out, and they pull me back.
Pulled me back in. Roman Pacino is the baby boy. She gave birth this morning. There you go. TMZ says both parents are ecstatic. Well, ecstatic is when Al knows where he is. He's like, yeah. The reason that he, go with me here.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that he wanted that paternity test, Bill, is because he was worried she was a hooah. Now that's how you do a dumb joke, Mary.
First of all,
Mary.
don't.
I'm not too tired. I've been up all night. How do you like it?
He never sleeps.
That's
He's
right.
too busy.
That's right.
Researching band shells.
Dude, I had a weird sex dream about Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet he would love to hear it.
I was like,
If
going-
only he were listening to the show, and
Oh,
then
he's
he'd be able to.
listening.
Yeah, okay.
He
Well,
felt
who's
it.
doing the
This is the
raping?
pulse of
Him.
America. What do you mean?
Well, who's doing the raping?
Literally
Yeah.
him.
In your dreams and in real life.
Well, my friend Nicole, you know Nicole Amy Schreiber, very funny comic
Sure,
out of
yeah.
LA. In this dream, she had gotten me this huge gig. She's like, Mary, I got us this. It pays $3 million each. We have to go to this gig. High profile, look the best you can. I said, okay. She wouldn't tell me what it was. You got to be clean. I said, great. And we pulled up to some like Secret Service studded 5-star hotel, and we were performing for President Trump. And like,
So
all
this
of
is
his
a gig
colleagues.
in 2016.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was like today.
Oh.
But it was him and all of his colleagues, but all of his colleagues were women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the rule before you went up
He's
is that
like
you had,
Jalen Hurts.
you had to sit on Trump's lap. That was the rule. So, like, before Nicole went up, she was sitting on Trump's lap, and then she went up and did her time, and then I sat on Trump's lap, like, I'm up next, and I was like, I hate this so much.
It's like
He,
a greasy Santa.
He got, like, aroused while I was on
One
his
of the
lap.
wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
I was like, this is not okay. And he like held me onto him. And I was like looking around, and all the women were like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, just let it happen. And I was
Just
like,
let it happen.
I was like, I'm not okay with this. And then I
Well,
got
who's
up.
doing the raping?
I got up on stage and I went to go address it, and they pulled me off the stage, and they were like, you can't talk about that. Like, if you're going to bring it up, it has
He has
to
a
be.
document for you to
Well,
sign.
they were like, it has to be in like a complimentary form if you're going to talk about it.
Well, who's doing the
'Cause I
raping?
was like I was like making fun of him for getting aroused while I was sitting on his, lap, and how it was like nothing. Blah, blah. I'm roasting him. And they pulled me off stage and didn't pay me and kicked me out of the game.
Was it like the Sandman? Like it was like with a big brush or broom or old
No,
timey
there was
hook?
like a lady who was like, okay. She like walked up and grabbed the microphone and like introduced the next comic, and they like escorted me out and yelled at me in the parking lot. I was like, this is insane.
Wow, that's quite a dream. And then you woke up
Well, that's why I didn't sleep well last
and still
night.
felt greasy.
I had Trump poking me in the leg.
Poking you in the leg.
I woke up.
What is that, a roll of certs in your pocket?
What are you doing?
Alan, Matt Rife does amazing crowd work. Well, yeah, when you don't have material, you do a lot of crowd work, right? Does he have, if he's a TikTok guy or he's got material?
I don't know.
He's
I follow him
doing
'cause
really
he's hot.
well.
So he doesn't have an act, he does crowd work.
He does. He does
That's what I'll
crowd work.
say
he
about
does-
Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just learning about this dude, so.
Now, this is based off
People
of
like him.
me watching his one special that just came out. I felt like it was very pun heavy. Like all of his written jokes.
I like puns.
Not when you're writing a set. I mean, if that's what you do, okay? So his written material seemed to be very pun heavy.
Okay.
And then his crowd work seemed to be heavily edited.
So basically, kind of a dude, there are some comics where like the first pass they take at their material is good enough for them.
Yes.
Okay. Like Colin Quinn was talking earlier, that if people would just develop the material a little bit more, they'd really have something. They have nice big hunks of material.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've heard that, I mean, people say his crowd work's incredible, but it's hard for me to appreciate.
Which is not a knock. I just
No.
I just noticed that, and it might be because of the rise of TikTok or whatever, but there are a lot of comics, not to that
Well-
level, but there are a lot of comics who do a lot of crowd work.
I'm one of them.
Because, right, but you have material.
Right.
There's a lot of people that don't have a lot of material or they're not great writers. So they go, well, I'll just, because they've seen big time comics do crowd work specials.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
But
It's
that's
hard to judge
separate
it.
from,
It's hard to judge against someone like Dave Attell. Or, you know what I mean? Like people
David
who
Tell's
have.
the best.
But
it's-
that's what I mean. is
And
that
way
when,
hotter than Matt.
when
Rife.
people say that, oh, this guy's the best at crowd work, and I'm like, there are 15 people better at crowd work than he is.
Well, but
there's
also-
people that like. This is the first exposure you had to crowd work.
I was going to
Like,
say,
this is
not
like-
everybody
yeah.
knows every comic.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
So, and I will also say fully, I am incredibly jealous of this man's career. Like 100%.
why?
Because he's got millions and millions of followers, and he just sold out a world tour in one day.
Right. But I'm saying, I mean, take Dane Cook. I mean, this could all be over next year for this guy.
It could, but it's not right now.
But he still had it.
Right.
No,
Like,
that's
even if
great.
It's over. Like I mean,
That's great. But you're going to always have to have a next thing.
So what I'm essentially saying is that my assumptions also come with a grain of salt, where I'm like probably jealous, and I'm like, I wish I had the career that he had.
So it doesn't hurt that he's attractive, is what you're saying.
Not
Even
at
if
all.
he, even if he doesn't
that's
do
a
another,
huge thing. Let me put it this way: I've got plenty of friends that are like, I'm going to like, can you help me get Matt Rife tickets? And not a single one of them is a boy.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, really?
No,
It
it's
is
all
it is
25-year-old women.
95% hot TikTok chicks.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, even if he doesn't do comedy, he could go back to acting because he's hot enough to just.
But
be
he's
an actor.
again, he's not a bad comic. He's not. There's no. He's having a moment. So like, let him have his moment.
Yeah.
I,
And here's the thing: you can't blame a guy for being hot.
you
He
can't blame him
looks
for-
how he
for-
looks, and he works out, and he takes care of himself, and
and
good
he-
for him.
Well, yeah, his
Figured out
tour
the
poster is
algorithm.
him shirtless.
He's
so.
doing all the right things
He's
that you
killing
should
it.
be doing.
Absolutely.
And like I was talking with Comic last week about this, I'm like, you could be this too if you just put out some crowd work clips, Matt Broussard. You
Another handsome young
You're a
man.
handsome man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, his tour is sold out. Good
But
for
also,
him.
like, you have a guy like Stavros who is the exact opposite of Matt Rife, where he is a fat, balding guy, and his crowd work clips also get a ton of. I mean,
but he's also drawing a completely different crowd too.
right. He's
His-
getting
his-
all the incels that want to have sex with Matt Rife's fans.
There
that
you
can't,
go.
yes.
That's why the two of them should go on tour.
right.
Yeah. Stavros, guys like Stavros and like
That
Kyle
no one's
Kinane,
getting
who are like
laid, yeah.
funny dudes, but
Right.
like, craft brewers are coming to their show and
Right.
things like that.
But also, you have this, like, putting out content is what you have to do to get an audience.
Right.
And if you're just, if you do long form material, TikTok and Reels and Shorts isn't going to be the right spot for you. But if you can put out
Bite-sized stuff.
bite-sized stuff that is crowd work and then not burn your material that people are going to come and see you do, that's kind of the best situation.
Right.
So if you can put out some crowd work stuff or just like more topical stuff, I mean, that's basically what Mark Norman and Sam Morrell have been doing, is where they'll ask people for topical stuff and then they'll have a quick joke about it, and their clips go viral all the time. And they're those are hot guys. I mean, Mark Norman's got abs too, but nobody's dogging him.
Mark Norman is nowhere near as good looking as Matt Rife. Matt
Well,
Rife
he's an older
is
guy,
the
too.
I guess we
hottest
have-
person doing comedy right now.
we
I will.
all have our
Matt Rife is also 27 too,
Right.
and there are a lot of people that are not at this point in their career at
At
27.
27. That's it,
Ever
yes,
is the
yeah.
whole. That's the point.
Right.
People never get to this point in their career.
right, and he got there at a very young age, and
Man or
and his
woman,
looks
he is the
absolutely
most
play
attractive
into it.
person.
But like the kid he makes his audience laugh, and like it doesn't matter if I'm his audience or not, because he's
Right.
got an audience that he makes laugh.
And you also, if you're an audience, you want a comic who's like closer to your age too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want a guy that kind of talks to your crowd.
yeah,
And I assume that's what he's doing.
yeah, he's got his
Good for him.
like you said, he's kind of the Zoomers generation
Of Dane Cook.
of Dane Cook. Yeah,
And I was trying to think if my generation had a Dane Cook. And I
like
And-
a
Andrew
hot
Dice Clay.
comic. He was.
Andrew Dice Clay. Well, Miss Muffet.
but I mean, maybe not from the
Diggity diggity dock.
not from the attractiveness standpoint.
Well,
but
that's
from
what I'm
like,
talking about.
From
From
like the hype.
No, I was thinking about like a hot hype.
Dennis Leary, I don't know.
Dennis Leary's not hot.
I don't remember a hot
There's plenty
Gen
of
X
people.
comic
Hot Gen X
that
comic.
blew up.
I mean,
this is
Eddie
Chase?
Murphy.
this is
Oh,
our
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy was a hot dude.
Steve Martin.
a lot of
good-looking guy.
a lot of this does have to do though with like social media too.
Yeah.
And they didn't have that. No. I don't mean Steve Martin's a good-looking guy. I mean where people are creaming their jeans over this guy.
I don't think anyone has been. I will go on record as saying that I think Matt Rife is the most physically attractive comic. I mean, Matt Broussard is real hot too,
I'm sorry, Sam Kinison.
dude.
We're
He
not
looks
talking
like a
about that,
meatball
Jared.
with a mop on his head.
Like Stavros is the new Sam Kinison. Look in the looks department. A meatball with a mop on his head. Oh God.
I mean,
You don't
what's
have
that,
to move
what's
where
that,
the food is if you are the food.
Yeah, Matt Broussard could have been a model.
That
Like,
super disgusting dude, Colin Kane. He's real hot, but he's really, really, really dirty.
But he also, I don't even know that he performs that much anymore, does he?
I don't know anything about what that guy's.
We
I
had
worked
him.
with-
We had him on the show like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and-
I worked with
yeah.
him once at the Improv forever ago.
And you loved it. You said it was the best
But he also
professional
never-
experience of your life.
He never had anywhere near the.
I'm not even talking about
Stuff,
that. I'm
yeah.
saying
You're
just
just like-
physically attractive.
Yeah. Because for a long time, the rap was if you were good looking, it would work against you Because who wants to laugh at a good-looking guy talking about how tough his life? If you're ugly, people believe your life has been tough.
Seriously, though.
If you're attractive, that was always the rap. So that's kind of changed, which I guess is good if you're funny and good-looking. That's a good
I mean,
move.
it's the time to be a hot comedian.
Yeah.
Like Kelsey Cook. She's a very attractive comedian, and she's blowing up right now. She's doing big numbers on her tour. The hottest female comic, Amy Schumer, just put a new special out, and
Calling her hot.
yeah, the hottest.
I think Rachel Feinstein's hot.
I think Rachel is a babe.
Yeah, Rachel Feinstein's real
She's
hot.
dynamite. But she's a little bit older. But again, I mean, she's awesome.
I mean, Taylor Tomlinson, she's attractive.
Whitney Cummings is not attractive.
But again, she's a little bit older too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
I'm
like,
trying to think of someone like in their 20s.
yeah, if Matt Rife's 27, I'm trying to think of like in that, even Kelsey I think is like 30,
35,
31.
yeah.
Oh, is she that old? Anyway,
Something like
everybody's funny, everybody's attractive, and I've got to take a break. So good luck. If you want to get the last word in, send me a text 35192, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio.